Hello Pisces, and welcome to Deku Tarot. I'm going to be doing your weekly tarot reading for May 27th through June 2nd of 2019. Okay, Pisces, so thank you guys so much for all of your support, and if you haven't, please remember to share the videos, subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it, and I'd love to see you guys here as subscribers, okay? If you want to book a private reading or check me out on Instagram or Twitter, all the info is right below this video in the description box, okay? Okay, Pisces. So, this is for Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. As you guys know, it cannot and it will not resonate with every single one of you, and that's why it's important to remember that we are not just our sun sign, and to check out our other placements for our weeklies as well as our monthlies, okay? The June monthlies will be out real soon, as well as my crystal series video, the first one, so definitely hit the little wiggly bell in the corner and it'll notify you guys when you subscribe to whenever I'm going to be posting any videos, whenever I'm going live, and for all these new things that are coming out. I think it'll be really awesome. So Pisces, let's get right into your weekly now. We're using the Aquarian Tarot here, and we're going to see your general and spiritual message that might have to do with just general life, career, however comes out, and then we're going to move on to love and romance, okay? Remember that these are just general readings and not to take it to heart if it doesn't resonate with you, all right? It's just not meant for you. It's probably meant for someone else. All right, Pisces. First, we get the Seven of Cups, which for me, as a reader, has always been kind of your energy. Seven of Cups is very Piscean energy to me. Wishy-washy, which one is best? Let's figure out the mysteries. All right, Pisces, Pisces. Happening this week. What is your spiritual messages for the week? Knight of Cups. There you guys are. I usually associate the page the Knight of Cups more so with you guys, and the Knight of Cups in this deck is quite a Pisces energy, even though I think it's the page that has that little fish peeking out of the water. So let's see. What's happening coming in this week? Ten of Rods reversed. Chariot reversed. Anything else? And then we get the Ace of Cups at the end of the week. So we have a lot of watery energy here, mostly water, with that Ten of Rods in the middle. And as you guys know, the major arcana for Cancer is the Chariot. And if you didn't know that, well, now you do. And if you guys are actually interested, I was thinking about doing love readings for the month for singles and couples. Let me know what you guys think of that. I might either do that instead of the monthlies, or I might do just short monthlies, as I like to put a lot more energy into the weeklies. But let me know below in the comments what you guys would like, or which you would prefer, if you would like to have a love reading for singles and couples, because I just do kind of general ones in the weeklies. All right. Let's look at the Seven of Cups and the Knight of Cups here. Because I feel that we have confusion in terms of talking about our feelings here. We're having confusion and issues kind of figuring out the best way, or if it is even worth it to communicate something here with the Seven of Cups and the Knight of Cups. That's my general feeling, is that you guys have a message to bear, but it might be so stuck up in this fantasy energy, like fantasy time, you know, you're in your head, your daydreamer energy here. It's very much up in your head, very much in your daydreams with this energy, and maybe that's why we're having an issue in terms of communicating something. We might be having issues trying to even determine what it is we want to communicate and how to do it. So yeah, it's the Empress, something to do with the Empress. This might end up being more of a love situation here for some of you, but in general, it's about, you know, what you're trying to manifest here. What kind of abundance are you trying to bring in? And you're confused as to how to do it, what you want to do. It might have something to do with a creative idea, something that you really want to bring to life in this world. And you're not really sure what that is. So some of us here might even be asking, you know, what do I want to do with my life? Is it what I'm doing really important to me? What do I want to do with, you know, this degree? Or what do I want to do with this interest? Is it worth, you know, pursuing as a career? What is it worth to me? So a lot of us are asking some big questions in that way. And by doing that, we're getting the Ten of Rods reversed. To clarify, Ten of Rods reversed, Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, the Ten of Rods reversed. Let's bring up this energy for Pisces. Death card. what happened on that Scorpio full moon for you guys? Did it bring up some, I mean, as a water sign, I felt that a lot of water signs, I mean, I'm a Cancer rising, I have a lot of water in my chart personally. I don't have any air in my chart, I realized recently. But, anyways, sidebar. But I know that all the water signs are really feeling it. As somebody who is with a triple Scorpio, quadruple, oh my God, he's like all Scorpio, whatever. But there was a lot of emotional, there was an emotional quality to it. There's an emotional quality to the water signs that kind of had them feeling some type of way, honestly, feeling very emotional, feeling like what do I have right now? Like what am I holding on to, and where do I want to go, and what do I do here? And sifting through a lot of emotional issues that have to go with following our own path. So maybe it's something to do with that. But regardless, when I see the Death card, the Ten of Rods, you guys are putting an end to a lot of crap you've been carrying. You're not going to do it anymore. We're releasing some of the burden. You know, if we feel like the world has been on our back, you know, we have the weight of the world on our back, it's time to look at why we feel that way and what to do about it. How do we manifest what we want here? There might be a Taurus involved here as well. A Taurus and a Scorpio, or one or the other, because sometimes I see the signs that are on the same axis as kind of giving off very similar energies. There's a lot of karmic energy here, basically, in terms of releasing or trying to sift through, again, what we need to let go of, what dreams are really not going to be translated into reality, and what ones are good to follow, what ones are really going to give us the life that we want and meaning to our life, you know. And I think a lot of us are honestly searching for more meaning in what we're doing. So if you have a degree as like a lawyer or something like that, or you're going to school to be a lawyer or to work in law, you're like, what do I want to do with that, and how can I help people? Maybe I want to help people whose children are sick, or I don't know. Again, I'm not a lawyer, so like, don't come at me because I don't know what I'm talking about in that sense. But maybe you want to work with the public. Maybe you want to be a public defender. Maybe you want to represent children who have been abused. Maybe you want to help women who have been abused. Maybe you want to help in terms of policy, in terms of government policy, and make some changes. So some of us here are thinking, how do I give back? What do I want to do right now? Because the world and, you know, this, wherever I live, you know, these people need me, or, you know, this country needs me right now. What can I do to help to make this better? And I don't know, Pisces, that might be just one of you out there, but that's a really specific, like, you guys are really up in your fantasy energy about this, of like, maybe I could be an astronaut, maybe I could be this, maybe I could be that, and that's fine. Because what you guys have in your imagination, you guys are the only ones who are really able to translate this stuff into reality. Clarify, Ten of Rods reversed, Chariot reversed. Page of Swords reversed there. Yeah, so there is a spying energy, though. Chariot reversed, Page of Swords reversed, Ace of Cups. Clarify what's happening with the Page of Swords reversed and the Chariot. Let's bring up this energy. What are they doing over here? Six of Cups reversed. Some of you guys might be wanting to look at an ex or a situation from the past. You guys might be trying to figure out what this person is doing, or what the situation... You know, even if it's a job. It could just be that if this is a job and you're trying to figure out what the hell, why did I not... you know, get this? Why did this not, you know, come through? But there is a sense with the Chariot reverse, the Six of Cups reverse, the Page of Swords reverse, of spying. I usually say that we're spying, we're focusing on some past situations way more than we probably should be. Because we're outgrowing we need to outgrow the past, but we're having some inability from it, okay? Or wanting to go back to something that maybe we're not sure if we can right now. So whether that's a person, a relationship, a situation, you know, a friendship even, or, again, a job situation. I'm getting for some of you guys might be a work or life path type of situation that you kind of turned your back on here. And you're like, can I really go back to that, okay? We might feel like we've failed in something, carrying out something and expressing our true selves. So maybe that's why we're feeling this confusion here, is that we have felt that we have failed in the past on following through on what we really want to create, what we really want to do, the changes that we really want to make, the transformation. Because the Empress and Death together are able to make the transformations to bring us into that most abundant, most happy life that we want, to bring us to the point where we are creators. So again, if you are somebody who is a creator of some type in whatever field you might be in, you are trying to find a way to get there because you felt you failed in doing that in the past. Maybe you took up a different job, different hobbies, done something different, but you're like, I want that success. I do want to be there. So Ace of Cups says, go for it. The Ace of Cups is kind of the breakthrough in terms of you have your skills to get there. So what stops you? Ace of Cups for Pisces. Clarify the Ace of Cups for Pisces here. To me, whenever I see the Ace of Cups, there is just a sense of wealth in all things of the spirit, and joy and contentment and happiness. And for me, it's also kind of faded energy. You know, what really floats your boat? And I feel like this is that cup that comes, you know, I'm not even going to pull a clarifier because I have the answers right here. Seven of Cups and Ace of Cups. Which of these cups is your Ace of Cups? You have to figure that out. Which one is the rainbow? Which one is going to take you where you want to go? And for a lot of you, I think that we're trying to decide, you know, what. And again, I think it's important in this day and age to do what you love in terms of a career, to pursue the life that you want to live. And if you do anything less than that, then really you're lying to yourself. And I always tell people, you know, things don't come into your lap. I'm not a reader where things just fall into your lap, and I'm not going to tell you, if you just wait around, this person's going to come in and all this stuff is going to come in, because then you'd be waiting around forever and you all would be mad at me. But the truth is, you guys have to make transformations. You have to be the one to drop those rods. You have to decide what needs to die in order for your dream to live here. You have to decide which cup is right for you. And if you're going to pursue it, pursue it. Don't talk, you know, mad game about it and then not do anything, you know? This is about, even if it's about feelings and, you know, the love life that you want, maybe the person that you're interested in is with somebody and you're like, oh, why do maybe I shouldn't say anything, maybe I should just let it go and I'll just wait around until they break up. Well, if you don't put yourself out there, you really don't know how they're going to feel. And what if they never break up and get married and all this other stuff? You know, you have to be able to be willing to put yourself out there to get what you want. And if you don't tell the world and the people that, you know, you want to communicate these things to, what you want and what you need from them and how you feel, then you're not going to get it. So that's just something that we really need to realize here, is that you don't doom yourself to failure before you've even opened your mouth, okay? Before you've even made some moves. All right, Pisces, let's get a Stacey DeMarco Halloween Oracle card. And then we'll move on to love, okay? Advice for Pisces this week, message from their higher selves, from their spirit guides. Please allow the messages from their higher selves to come through. And this one's coming right out, trick or treat, mischief and play. I love this. I hope you guys can't hear Scylla like gnawing on her bone in the background. Okay, so should you receive the trick or treat card in your divination, it may well be a time to examine the role of play and mischief in your own life. You don't have to be a child to let go and have some playtime, and you can extend the fun to others. Sometimes we are afraid to make mistakes, and play is one way to alleviate the pressure that we sometimes place on ourselves to get everything perfect every time. Alternatively, it is worth knowing that there is a balance between manipulation and mischief. The former is not pleasant, and the other, at its core, has a sense of irreverent fun. So, you know, even if you have to like spy on some stuff, look at stuff, you know, do it with mischief and play in mind and positivity in mind, and, you know, communicate to that person instead of just spying on them. If you're talking or thinking about someone from the past, you're just actually communicate to them, unless they're an ex, in which case I would say if they were an ex that gave you a lot of trouble and hurt you and all this stuff, don't communicate people like that. Never go back to exes that have done things like that to you. It's just not smart, honestly. So, sorry about that. He just brought me a coffee but didn't tell me. Well, I didn't mention that I was doing a video, so that was pretty funny. Let me do love now for you guys. Leave it to a Scorpio to interrupt everything, right? All right. Alright, love for my Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And again, guys, if you want to book a private reading, all that info is right below this video in my description box, okay? I'll be doing some specials pretty soon. But I just got back from vacation, so it's like, gotta wrap my head around all the things I have to get done right now and start for you guys. And that's one of the things that I want to do soon. So let's see. I also have some merch coming out that I've actually illustrated, designed, and made myself. So keep an eye out for that. It'll be on the little Teespring thing right below this video. All right, so let's see. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, love, romance. Again, these are general. I'm not focusing on singles or couples unless it comes through that way. Three of Cups. You know, there has been a lot of hostility, I've realized recently, from a lot of the signs. In terms of, you know, well, this isn't for me. Well, if it's not for you, then don't be so mad about it. Like, okay, like, don't get so mad. Don't get offended. If it's not for you, then don't take it. And don't take things so personally. I don't know your life, and I don't know who I'm picking up on right now, but if it's not you, it's not you. Love and romance. We get Princess of Wands. Not so much you guys. I find that there's other signs that have been pretty aggressive about stuff lately. Tauruses have been pretty mad that things have been great, but it's like, I mean, mad at me, but that's really not my fault. Hierophant. Six of Cups. And I don't want to pull any more majors, so I'm going to let the clarifiers kind of explain what's happening here. Okay, so again, we see that Six of Cups. A lot of us, I'm going to be honest with you, and be honest with yourselves, if you guys are thinking about an ex situation. We might be thinking about an ex, possibly a Taurus. Somebody who seems very traditional, or, you know, we've either known for a long time, I'm getting for some of you. The person might also be an Aries, I don't know. Let's see, though. Let's get some clarifiers here. So you can see this is the Taurus card. This is the Aries card, quite obviously. Six of Cups has some Scorpio energy, but again, I see it as our, oh, wouldn't it, you know, we're harkening back to past loves, to past situations. It's also a soulmate card, as you guys know. For a long time, I did, and I still do kind of see that as a soulmate card. So we'll see what it's really talking about. Let's start off with the Three of Cups, Princess of Wands. What's happening over here? Let's bring up these energies for romance. Clarify the energies, the Three of Cups and the Princess of Wands for romance. My Pisces, this week we get Knight of Wands. Some of us here might be wanting to communicate something to a friend. Some of us, again, like I was saying, have feelings for a friend or somebody that, you know, is in our friend group, or, you know, somebody that we are friends with right now that we just want to take to that next level. So it's like we're being very patient. I'm feeling for some of you, very patient, or this person asks you to be very patient because they're very slow. Clarify Princess of Wands, the Hierophant, the center of their love reading for the week. Center of Pisces, love and romance, energy, situations this week. Whoa, is the Three of Swords. So there is a Three of Swords, Three of Cups situation. When I see two threes, I can't help, especially these two, I can't help but think that there might be a third party situation happening here. Clarify the Hierophant, Six of Cups. Hierophant, the Six of Cups. What's bringing up these energies for love? Clarify these energies for Pisces. For love and romance this week. Oh, Ten of Wands again. And Six of Cups. Oh, what is flying out? Your cards are bopping out right now. Ten of Wands, Seven of Wands. Okay. So, there is, I will say we've kind of built up some walls about the situation, some you know, like some thick skin about it. I think for a lot of us here, we've been carrying these feelings in this situation for a while. When I see the Ten of Wands and the Seven of Wands, we might really just want to communicate to this person how we feel, because in the center of our hearts here is the Three of Swords. And again, remember, Pisces, this won't resonate with all of you. If it doesn't, don't take it. I pick up on whatever comes in, and if it's not yours, it's not yours. So check out your Venus sign readings for the weeklies, maybe, or for the monthly. But at the center of this, there is that Three of Swords. The Three of Swords, the Hierophant, the Ten of Wands. Why are you carrying this heartbreak from a Taurus, possibly? You could be carrying it from a Taurus, or again, I don't know, I'm just getting somebody that's very mysterious, somebody that, you know, does their own thing. Probably somebody who's more of an intellectual in some ways. You know, maybe that's what, you know, entrances you to this person. Because Pisces, I find that you guys have these depths of, you know, I want to know and I want to learn this and I want to do that. Or you have all this interest in everything. You know, you guys are very, I don't know, what is the word? like, you always want to learn. Everybody wants to learn, but I don't know. You guys are very, you have depths of information that you carry and that you want to know and that you want to learn, and whoever this person is kind of indulges that in you, or they are a mystery to you. And Pisces, you're all about mysteries. I mean, that's kind of your gig. Let's all be honest. You're kind of the mysterious one. You have a lot of that mysterious energy of, again, with that Seven of Cups, you guys are always up in the ethers, the moon. You're trying to figure things out. You're trying to work through these deep emotions, these feelings, and put words to them, almost like a poet, or again, like a philosopher. So to me, whoever this is has kind of a similar energy. And I don't know if you guys are holding a candle for somebody that, is married or is in a relationship with somebody, but I feel like with this person, you've had something with them in the past, even if it wasn't an official relationship, or you've been holding this candle for them for a while and you're hoping to reconcile. You're hoping to, bring pleasure to this relationship, to connect. You believe that this person is a soulmate, and they might be, but right now you're feeling very Three of Swords, very much weighed down about this. And you want to go out and fight for it. I feel like by the end of the week, remember that Ace of Cups, the end of the week, Six of Cups, Seven of Wands. And that's as we approach that new moon, and I believe the new moon is on the 4th. So that's only a couple days after, so that might be why that energy starts to kick up. So we have a new moon in Gemini. And then later on in the month, we have a full moon in Sagittarius. So we might see a lot of changes and shifts happening, or things that we want to say. We want to drop the wands. We want to tell this person how we feel. We want to go for it in between, that new moon and full moon. So I think a lot of you guys are honestly going to be doing things like that. So if you've been holding a flame for, the candle for somebody for a while here, it might be time to communicate this. And let me get a card of advice for you, because again, this is a weighty week here. Three of Cups, Three of Swords. We know that the situation that we're in is bringing us pain, and yet we can't help but follow our feelings. Both, like, the Princess and the Knight of Wands are like, but this is my passion, this is how I feel, and I can't do anything other than how I feel. Like, if I go against that, it's not right. And Pisces, that's just your nature. You can't do that. So let's see, let's get an advice. Card of advice for love and romance for you guys. Let me get Two of Swords. There's a decision that needs to be made here. We need to make the decision. You guys are at a crossroads, and you know that a decision needs to be made. Whenever you see the Two of Swords, a decision, again, like I know I'm going to keep saying, a decision needs to be made, but we're at a crossroads. We might not be able to see exactly which path is leading. We might not know where, if I say this, what's going to happen, or if I don't say this, what's going to happen. Well, you do know what's going to happen if you don't say what you need to say. Nothing will happen. Not like nobody can read your mind. That person is going to come and ask you what's going on. You can't like psychically try to like pull them in. That doesn't work like that, okay? So if we want to restore the peace here, if we want to do what we, if we want to get to where we need to go, if we want to communicate, if we want to release all this tension here, all this pain, we want to move on from it, we're going to have to say what we need to say here. Yeah, the Empress. Clarify. Two of Swords, the Empress. So for those of you, and I feel like I'm picking up on a male Pisces mostly, but it doesn't have to be. It could be female Pisces as well. But there is your perfect person. And that's why maybe you met this person in Taurus season, or again, I'm getting high Taurus energy. If you guys are in love with a Taurus and you want to do something about it, the time to do something about it is nigh. Okay? Lord of Peace restored, do something about it. Go for it. Talk to this person. Communicate with them. There is love here. We have to choose to open up our heart and to invite love in, to manifest and, also nurture love. But we can't expect other people to do this for us. You guys have, you know how you feel here. You know how you feel, so go for it. You know what you want. That's very clear to me. So why are we holding on to it and not fighting for it? Go for it. Fight for it. Make the decision. Ooh, Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Some of y'all are definitely dealing with Tauruses, but let's get a Romance Angel Oracle card or two here for you guys. Getting honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So yeah, some of you guys, just by saying that, can go on, get into that honeymoon stage of a relationship. Start talking about your feelings. Don't you want that? Or would you rather just be in the pain aspect of it? In the emotional wish card. And then we get love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So Learn to respect yourself. Learn again, and respecting yourself includes saying what you need to say and letting your voice be heard. If you don't feel heard and you're holding on to all this stuff, realize that you're disrespecting yourself. And you need to learn to love yourself first, and that you do deserve love. So go for it. Do it. Say what you need to say. Do what you need to do. All is fair in love and war. Remember that, okay? Because we cannot deny our hearts what they truly feel. Unless you're a murderer, and that's what you love doing. In which case, please deny yourself. But, alrighty, Pisces. Those are your messages for May 27th through June 2nd. Have a beautiful and blessed week, guys. Do check out your weeklies and your monthlies for your other placements. And if you want to book a private reading, all the info is below. Make sure to like, share, and definitely subscribe to the channel, guys. I really do appreciate it. And have a wonderful week.